welcome back. It's been a busy morning here on the homestead. First thing this morning, we had the old farrier come by and gave Buck a quick trim, and while I was up, I said, let's go ahead and run to the grocery store, get that out of the way, come on back. Went to the dump, got our weekly trash carried off, went on down to Trash Supply and got us some milk replacer and a couple more things that we needed. Need to get some DEF fluid for the truck and other things, and then we went on back by the old feed store and got us a weekly load of feed and come on back. So now I need to get up there to Daddy's old shop. We went up there last Saturday and cut all the grass and did all the trimming around all the buildings and everything, but we need to go back up there today. It was so windy last Saturday, we didn't get a chance to spray. So I'm gonna go back up there this morning and go ahead and try to get that sprayed, keep the grass from growing up like it had been, and see if we can get that done today. Then we got to come back home and get the chicken coop cleaned out. So got a few more things to do today, but let's see if we can get it all done. Since we got that Coleman UTV, I've been wanting to get me a sprayer, a boom to put on the back of it so we could actually spray the yard. We like to spray the yard once a year for all the clovers and dandelions, things like that. Go ahead and kill all those out for the year. But I had bought a sprayer years ago from Tractor Supply, and it's been a pretty decent sprayer. But for the last couple of years, I've had a few issues with it. And so I decided what I would do is I would take some parts from this sprayer and make something to work on the UTV. So here's an old county line sprayer I had that I got from Tractor Supply several years ago. It's a 30-gallon sprayer. It's got the hand wand on it and also had a boom that went across the back that sprayed about a 6-foot path. But this sprayer's been pretty good, but when I first got it, the daggone trailer tongue on it was made out of such thin metal, it didn't last very long. So I had to go back and reconfigure and do some different things to make it actually hook up to the back of my lawnmower that I used to use for this thing. So we got that worked out. Well then, wouldn't you know it, after a while, where the tank bolts to the frame, it got a leak in it. So I took it apart and tried to seal it the best I could, and it stopped a lot of the leak, but it still got a little bit of a leak under it, so that still wasn't a great big deal. Well then, wouldn't you know it, last year when I was using it, the pump on the top quit. So I was going to replace the pump on it, but those pumps are so expensive. You know, well now the tanks and everything are expensive now, but those pumps were so expensive and I couldn't find exactly like the one I had, so I've been waiting on it and just kind of put this off to the side in the barn and kind of pretty much forgot about it. So I went on out and bought the 40-gallon sprayer that you see me use spraying the fence lines and everything. So I got a thing about the other day. I said, well, this new UTV we got, I said, I'd like to have some way to mount a boom sprayer on the back of it, and that way I can spray the yards and do different things like that with it. So what I came up with, I got my old tank here and I took the boom part off the back, because I got the notion on my sprayer that I use to spray the fence lines with, it's got an extra valve on the top where the hand wand is. It's got another valve on the top just like this one does right here. It's got your hand wand valve right here, and it's got one here that says boom. Well, my 40-gallon sprayer does the same thing. So I said, well, I'm gonna do some working on this thing and figure it out. So this is what I came up with. I got my 40-gallon sprayer that I use to spray the fence lines with, and I set it in the back of the UTV, and what I did is I went down to Lowe's and got me some 1-inch PVC pipe and some elbows, and I made this contraption with some zip ties. So what I got here is I've got this boom hanging off the back of the UTV, so I got it just about the same height as the old sprayer was. And I tell you what, it may not be pretty, but it works, and it's going to get me through. And for $8 in PVC pipe and elbows, you can't hardly beat it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing loaded up on the trailer, see if we can go to the shop and do a little spraying and kind of maybe show you a little bit of how good it works. Well, while I'm cleaning the chicken coop out today, I reckon I'll give you an update. The Duncan's Family Farm nesting boxes, they're still doing great. Hadn't had any issues at all with them. The chickens are using them. I say, if you got chickens and need something like that, I don't think you can beat it. So, but they've done really good. The new feeders from Duncan's Family Farm have done really good. Not strewing half as much feed as they were. They're doing really good. I'm glad we got those installed. Well, I guess that's going to wrap it up for us here today. Got a lot done today and got everybody fed and watered and everybody's doing good. And before I wanted to go, had one more thing I wanted to say. Got old Genevieve here, and you know, we've been trying to think of a name for this little fella, and had a viewer the other day send me a message and kind of liked the background to it and I like the name too. It kind of goes along with Genevieve. So this little fella right here, he is going to be named Gorgeous George. So we're going to call him George. So we got George and Genevieve. So they'll be the two donkeys here at the Worley family homestead, and hopefully when the cows start having calves, they'll be the ones to protect them and take care of them. Buck, he's still doing good. He's eating. He got his feet trimmed this morning. He's looking sharp. And there comes Elmo. He's trying to go over there and sneak some hay from Ernie this afternoon. So, well, we appreciate you. Thanks again for joining us. We appreciate everybody who likes and subscribes. And again, like I say, if you know somebody that hasn't subscribed to our channel yet and they might be interested in something like this, hey, tell them, give us a look and see what they think. And if they like what we're doing, have them to subscribe, and we'll just try to keep doing what we're doing. So again, we appreciate it, and hopefully in about another week or so, we'll give you an update on the house. Well, I've had a few things done, not quite finished with a few things yet. They're trying to get a well in, or septic tank in, and get it plumbed, and trying to get the power company to come and get our other stuff hooked up and get some power back there. So hang around with us. We'll kind of update you on that on the next video, I hope. Again, we appreciate it, and see you next time.